with Mario Lopez.
I'm Mario Lopez. Joining me now on Zoom from the new Lifetime show, Theresa Caputo, Raising Spirits. My girl, Theresa Caputo. Welcome to the show. How have you been?
I've been great. It's so great to see you.
It's great to see you too. And I just saw an IG post with your hair down. It looks just as good as it does now.
Oh,
What did it
thanks.
take to make the transformation? How much product we talking here?
It's just a little bit of mousse in the root and a lot of hairspray.
Love it. Old school mousse. That's awesome.
Old school, that's it.
And a lot
Mousse.
of hairspray. What hairspray you using? How much we using?
I use Matrix Performer. I probably use, it depends. I would say about a can every week and a half. It's right here.
Can every weekend. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at
Right
that.
here.
And how long?
Always have it handy.
Of course. Well, you look fantastic. How long's the process?
So it probably takes maybe about an hour, hour 15 with a complete blowout and style and tease.
Hour and 15. I love it. I love it. Good investment. Well,
Well, you should know you have great hair too.
thank
So
you very much. Thank you very much. Fortunately, mine doesn't take that long. However, my son probably takes that long right now. He's with hair phase right now. Congrats on the new show, Raising Spirits. How does this work?
yeah, so it's pretty much like my last show, except we're diving a little bit more into my personal and private life. You know,
Oh,
a lot more of my family. You know, I am on the road. I've been touring, all over the country for the past 10 years.
yep.
And now I just took my live show to the UK for the very first time. So be a part of that.
Nice.
And it's, people think it's all glamorous, being on the road. I mean, I literally live on a tour bus. So
Wow. I know.
with
It's a lot of hard work. And how do you find the people that you help connect this season?
there are all people that just write in for that they would want a reading. I don't know what the process is. I just show up.
Yeah,
I'm just told where to be at what time, and that's it.
I
So
love it. Hey, you just
yeah.
and I've seen you move some tough guys to tears. What's the most surprising reading you think you've done?
Oh, God. They're all surprising because there's always something that happens where I sit back and I'm like, that is just craziness.
Hmm.
Like I think from watching the show and doing what I do, the crazy things for me is when spirit talks about things, when they're like, wait a minute, nobody knows that.
Hmm.
My wife doesn't even know that. You
Right.
know, I'm and I think that's where, people kind of get really emotional because you have
Yeah.
to realize the people that are coming, they're grieving.
Right.
And, some people don't know how to move on after the loss of a loved one. Some people just don't want to.
Right.
And to have spirit restore. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you, but you said some people don't know how to move on, and some people don't want to. Is it
Mhm.
healthy to finally have that closure? If you don't want to, does that leave you sort of longing? And is that kind of the spirit is that healthy? I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer, but what have you found over the years?
I found from what I do, there are plenty of people that come and they don't know how to live. They don't have find a purpose anymore. Let's
Right.
say, for example, someone loses a child and
Oh,
it's their only child and
oh.
they don't know how to move on.
Well, there's
Who
nothing
am I
worse.
now?
There's nothing worse than that.
There's nothing worse than that.
Yeah.
And to watch a parent have a spark and a smile on their face, remembering they're losing their child knowing that their child is safe and at peace and with God and living life through their eyes and encouraging them to live life, you can see how they want to live again.
Right.
That reminds me, years ago I read, and there are countless stories of this, but one that always sticks out is the little boy Shane, who was mentally disabled, and the mother never left his side.
Mm.
And one day she went to her older daughter's dance recital. One day she left him home with the father. And Shane ended up getting out of the house and drowning in the backyard pool.
Oh,
And when they walked in, I don't know why they're there. But you could see the
pain.
yeah, the pain, even the hatred
Yeah.
that she had for her husband. And I watched, and I didn't know this till after. She said they were on the verge of getting a divorce
Oh,
because
yeah.
she blamed him. And the son came through and said, Mom, I got out of that sliding glass door many a times when you were home. It
Mm.
was not your soul's journey to carry my loss. that was dad's.
Wow. Wow. See,
And
that's
yeah.
that's beautiful to be able to finally put a button and have some closure on that. And even like, for example, like my aunt had her husband die a while back, right? And they were like the ultimate great couple and sort of came out of nowhere. He had a heart attack and he was a
Hmm.
picture of health. And she hasn't moved on. And God, I
Right.
wish we could talk to somebody like you for her to for him to be able, well, what I would like is for her to be able to hear like, hey, you know what? You don't need to be alone. You
Oh,
can move
a
on.
thousand
You
percent.
know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like God,
Hmm.
I wish something like that. But those are moments where you really can change a person's life for the better, and they can carry on.
Absolutely. And that's why I do what I do. It's never about people believing in what I do. I don't care if people believe in what I do. I want them to believe in an afterlife. I
Yeah,
want them to know that the things that they sense and feel, that know that that is their loved one, reminding them that they're with you at that exact moment. I say they're little hellos from heaven
yeah,
because there are things that I'm sure your aunt, like that she feels and senses things, and it makes her think of her husband.
yeah.
I want people to be able to embrace that and to say, I know you're here. Thank you.
Yeah, I absolutely. No, I love it. Is that what you talk about on your podcast? Hey, Spirit?
I do readings on my podcast. So
Oh,
I started doing, so I used to do phone readings back in the day. And during the pandemic, I felt that people needed my gift more than ever. They needed that faith and hope and
right.
comfort and peace. And I started doing Zoom readings.
Oh,
So Hey Spirit is, and the thing that I love about Hey Spirit is that
Hey,
there's no.
Spirit.
Yeah,
That's
hey
right on.
spirit, it's me, Theresa Caputo. The thing that I love about that is that when you listen to it, you're listening to these messages. So it's almost like you can visualize your own healing, your own loss,
Right.
your own situation. Because that's the amazing thing that with spirit, with these messages, you're able to connect and place them on how it can fit in your life with your healing process. Because we'll grieve the loss of our loved ones for the rest of our life. That is nothing that is ever going to change or going to be different.
You're
But
exactly right.
the healing process is what and why I do what I do, to give people that permission.
Hmm,
And then to have spirit channel with their personality, right, is
right.
just so amazing to validate that from the second the soul leaves the physical body, they leave behind any suffering, pain, sadness, or sorrow. They
Hmm.
don't take it with them on the other side.
Oh, that's great to hear. Do you have a dream guest?
No, I'm looking right at him. No.
Oh gosh. Well, I hope to see you plan to be on the West Coast soon.
Yes. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna see you next week.
Yeah, I thought, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. You see any angels talking to me or let me know.
Well, it was interesting when you were talking about when you said my aunt lost, I heard husband, and he did snap his fingers at me, which meant his passing was sudden and or unexpected. But I felt that there was a responsibility to the departure. But there was also a young male connected to you that died. So I don't know if you lost a friend, or like a cousin, someone like that. And I did feel that he died very unexpectedly.
Uh-huh. Yes. Very unexpectedly. Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
I was having just sometimes when I have difficulty like swallowing, that's my symbol for someone either had something with their throat, or there's the way that they departed, or they were not able to communicate in the end, or even just get to say goodbye.
Yeah. All the above. Wow. Wow.
Um,
Forward to seeing
yeah,
you. Oh my gosh. Heavy duty stuff. I always, guys, we've known each other for a while now, so it's always great to be able to catch
yeah.
up, and I always look forward to getting together, and it's great to see you continuing to do your thing and flourish. So I want people to watch Theresa Caputo Raising Spirits Thursdays on Lifetime. Theresa, thanks so much for hanging out. Look forward to seeing you in person.
Same here. Can't wait.
On with Mario Lopez.